Hello and welcome back to Let the Wook You In. My name is Chris. I'm not playing in this game, that is a different Chris. And today we've got an ancient knowledge for you that's going to be absolutely amazing. Or it'll go quick. I don't know. Joe is kind of doubting himself, but he shouldn't. He's a great X-Wing player. So, um, but yeah, first up, representing the Puddle Jumpers.
Puddle jumpers, puddle, puddle, puddle jumpers, aye. Puddle jumpers.
We got Chris. And next up, representing the Nerf herders.
Oh, it's the Nerf herders, can't you see? Led by Obi-Wan, the face of the league.
We got J Bark, also known as Joe, because I'm going to call him Joe throughout the game. Betting is open. Y'all might not have your points yet. I'm not as fancy as Greg. But for those that haven't heard, I am streaming all of the games that Greg scheduled on Thursday. He will be out of town. He forgot he's going to be out of town, so I am uh, taking the games, and I will stream them all. But yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing a 3-ship resistance list, so it should be interesting. Couple of you saying always bet on the puddle jumpers. In this scenario, you got double action Poe. You've got Ray, who doesn't mind taking a damage. That's right. I apologize, Greg. But yeah. So didn't forget, but yeah. I apologize, Greg. I actually did forget about that words. I'm not good at responding to things like that, but yeah, no worries. I don't mind streaming. I mean, I like streaming, and I'm kind of glad that I decided to jump in and start streaming X-Wing and NCX games and stuff like that. I'm sorry. But I've had fun, so thank you for allowing me to. Well, A, thank you for making the community, and B, thank you for allowing me to be able to stream. Something I like to do is I like to see what these players' records are. So Joe is 3-0, and Chris is 3-2. So hi Ben. But yeah. So I'm interested to see what this 3-ship is gonna do. And now with NickelCityXwing.com, looking up information about the league has never been easier. NickelCityXwing.com for all your Nickel City X-Wing Draft League needs. I should also update you on the people who have played on my channel. because they're on YouTube as well, Greg. If you want to just chat later, I can get those games so that way those players have them linked so they can watch them back. But I know what's under Razor Crest. No one's gonna be surprised. That's not how it works? Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know. Oh, it needs to be on your channel. Okay, well, never mind then. I'll just tell people if you played on my game, go to my YouTube channel. Or played on my stream, go to YouTube. But nice and spread out from the resistance here. What does it say I have? Oh, weird. Yeah, but you play Swoo, which I haven't paid attention to at all. Even though I'm kind of interested in making a an official deck. I think it's I forget who the leader is. I'm gonna look up the leader while they're still getting situated. Um, I'm trying to remember the leader. If I do that, heroism leader. Heroism leader. Is it? Oh yeah. Uh, I'm super interested in Mon Mothma, the new Mon Mothma that doesn't care about officials. So I'll have to look it up. But here we go. So Joe is first. We'll see if he reveals that card right away underneath the Razor Crest. Send in the Mining Guild Sentry to inevitably be murderized by Ray. Venny, just gonna sit still. Yeah, heroism rainbow, but rainbow nonetheless. But only on officials. You're still restricted to your colors for non-official cards. Similar to how Nalase lets you play clones. But I think officials just have more use than the clones do. Yeah, Nalase. Yeah, I have a 20-second delay, so you might just hear me say things 20 seconds later in response to you. And the delay is mostly so these two players don't get any sort of advantage, but... Wait, spies count as officials? I didn't know that. Like spy tokens? Oh, did I? Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to look at that later. Poe Dameron gonna just barrel roll, and I don't expect both charges to be spent right now for like a boost or whatever. But no shots this first round. It was nice hearing from you. Hopefully I see you again soon. Um, I'm planning to come to Maryland at some point, but hopefully I see you guys soon. Stay safe, all that good stuff. Alright, well, we got one bet, so I'm gonna balance out the bets. No worries at all, I don't mind it. I'm gonna have 4 games on Thursday, which is the most I've ever done. Um, I'm streaming 1 in the morning for me, and then 3 during the regular game time. So, if you have a game going on between then, let me know. I'll be glad to stream it. NCX, Top Gun, um, not XTC. XTC is currently done. Um, XVT, not XTC, XVT. You know, I'll stream whatever. Mando pops his modulators, but he does have a Jabba, so that doesn't matter too much. And that TIE fighter's just coming in super fast. Veni. I have a feeling Ketsu and Mando are going to try to kill Veni very quickly. So we'll see who the dice decide to let win today. But Ray, I have a feeling Ray is going to nuke this TIE fighter off the board. Ooh, not quite close enough to tractor. Not that you're going to be able to tractor Veni anyway. J-Bark checking out exactly what Veni does. And still thinking. Gonna focus. And then claims the knowledge with Mando. Tim, thank you for subscribing. Means a lot. I'm always flustered, and I super appreciate it. Well, you might as well claim the middle too. I mean, why not? No shot from Poe, which is pretty good for Fen. Fen, no shot either. So here is where the fun begins. Ray, range 1 into the tie, or range 2, I'm sorry. Gets a die because of Finn. Adds the die, spends the lock on... because he can just Rose Tico it back. Gonna spend the force on 1. Spend the lock on 2. And spends the force on the other, so... and spends the knowledge to take 1. I also forgot to do the border. Three hits from Ketsu and 2 shields into Veni. And now Mando. This is also range 2, so this is pretty big too. Spends a calculate for 3 more hits. And Veni spends a calculate, takes 2 more. Or not a calculate, I'm sorry, a focus. I genuinely forgot to add the different damage decks and stuff, so I'll fix it for next time. But now it's Veni's turn. My guess is probably Ketsu. Yeah. Should he be down 1 focus? Oh no, he just gets to change an evade to a, or a focus to an evade. That's silly. This Venny's silly. Uh, 2 hits. If he spends a singular focus, gonna leave it. And Ketsu evades. Spends to roll a third die, and then 3 hits, and Ketsu shields down. I just need to read Ketsu gains a tractor, Venny would require 3, so I'm not gonna say anything. Um, but technically, Venny should have had a singular tractor beam. So 4-0 for Joe here, and 3 damage to 3 damage or 4 damage. So a decent trade. Um, Joe is gonna have to look out for these proton bombs now, because Venny can drop out the side if Chris so desires. I don't know if he's going to, because he might not have anywhere to go, but and he uses Java to fix it. But I am going to close bets there. Seeing that last bet come in reminded me to close bets. But yeah. Let's see if we got any other scores. No scores yet. You know what? While we're here, let's read some of the things said about the All Stars. So let's go Nerf herders and puddle jumpers. So puddle jumpers, um, their all-star is Duncan Martin. A newer player who's rapidly risen to the challenge of Draft League, Duncan is proving he belongs among the best. His list building knowledge, eagerness to practice, and excellent 4-1 record make him a breakout star of Season 8. And then for the puddle jumpers, do we have a puddle jumper all-star? That was puddle jumpers. So Nerf herders is who I'm looking for. I'm sorry. Nerf herders. Andrew Drubaka Hawking. One of the most positive voices in Draft League, Drubaka brings relentless support, sharp insight, and excellent play every week. His presence lifts the entire Herders roster, and his results speak for themselves. So, congratulations to both of those players for their All-Star nomination. Um, Bad matchup for Ketsu. Yeah, Ketsu's not in a great spot right now, and Fen Fen doesn't want to go anywhere near Venny. But we'll see what happens. Uh oh, and he dropped Mando's ancient knowledge. So round 3 coming up. Joe is first player, but we're in system phase. I think Joe's asking, do you want to drop a bomb? Do you? Do you want to drop one? Are you expecting the Ketsu 5K? Oh, yeah, yeah. Nah, Ketsu's not going to tractor anyone this game. He's gonna drop out the back, expecting the Ketsu 5K. Yeah, still an I-5 Lancer at the end of the day. Are you gonna tractor anyone? No. But still, you're still I-5. You're still moving at the same time, and yeah, like King of Crows said, initiative. Sometimes initiative and a good chassis is all you need. 100% agree. Like the Razor Crest, not a great chassis. The Shadowcaster, pretty good chassis. Well, the TIE Fighter is going to go get the Ancient Knowledge again. I mean, why not? Deny the Ancient Knowledge down there while you can. I saw someone was following. I didn't catch the alert, so I apologize. Let me see who that was. Whoever it was, thank you for following. I'm going to check here right now. Tarhoran, thank you for following. Yeah, Ray more than likely is going to sloop. Ray would be silly to not sloop. I like this Ketsu bump. Not going to lie about that. At least Ketsu's not going to eat a proton bomb. Yeah, I see Poe probably going to 3 hard to not chase down Fen, but to go help up top because Ray is going to just do that and make that poor little TIE Fighter very, very sad. But yes, Chris did deploy first. Not that it matters that much, but did he? Okay, Mando did bump. Fen is daring Poe to turn in. Daring him. I dare you to turn in, Poe Dameron. Well, let's see what Poe does. Man, I got a big old smile on my face. I love streaming X-Wing for you guys. Yeah, I'm a little surprised he didn't go for Ray. But I think he thought that the Poe support would be a bit too much. I don't know. I'm not in his head. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the TIE Fighter has tied her up for 3 turns. She's going to have a hard time really doing anything else the rest of the game. Well, I guess Poe turned in because he's thinking about closing the wings. not going to close them. Yep, there's the 3 hard. So since he didn't close, he's going to claim, and he might be able to boost out of there. I don't think you tried the boost, but he's going to try it, and Poe gets out of there. He's fine. I wasn't sure if it would fit, but there was never a question. So now Joe has taken Poe out of the fight for another turn. And I mean, if you're Joe, you like this. Of course, Venny is going to drop this next turn. Probably to her. I don't know. But yeah, Poe, I mean, Poe's probably going to hard turn up to Mando and Ketsu. But it's another turn where your heavy guns are either shooting at a target that doesn't matter or isn't shooting at all. So, yeah, the extent of this tractor is it might go on Poe eventually, but one hit, and if he rolls a focus, which he does, then it's a free evade. So, who knew a resistance bomber could evade so fluidly? And another just one hit. But hey, it's a hit. And yeah, Venny can try and light Fen up. So we'll see if that's what Venny does. But first up, can Rey kill this TIE fighter? 5 technically V3. I think you spend Rose, which he's going to do, and then spend the lock on everything. Oh, yeah. And that's exactly what he's going to do, and he only has 1 force. So we'll see what happens. And he just rolled out of it again. This TIE fighter will not die. Venny's going to shoot at Fen now. Range 2, which is not where Fen ever wants to be. Ever. World's greatest TIE fighter pilot. Yep. Glop Shido. Venny only rolls 1. I mean, spend it because you can't spend it on the other 2. Fenrau. So he can spend and make Poe lose the ancient knowledge. Or he can take 1 like he just did to make sure that he gets points. And now 2v2 into Ketsu for 1. Ketsu's fine. So I would have spent the knowledge because you don't want to take any damage on Fen. But 6-2. This is also a not fearless Fenrau. So let's read some more. Um, hmm. I'll read this one. This is a friend of mine. So the Wolfpack's All-Star, Gary Hogan, good friend of mine, longtime NCX community member, but brand new to league play. Hoagleader has exploded onto the scene. He's produced top-tier results against tough opponents while being a lively, engaged voice in the Wolfpack chat. Exactly the kind of addition captains dream of. And let's read the first place KDB. Matthew Grim Grumblcheck Merlot, drafted in the 7th round and now sitting undefeated at 5-0. Matthew Grim Grumblcheck Merlot has been one of the breakout stars of the entire league. He combines elite performance with a big presence in the team room, offering list insight, strategy support, and a healthy dose of camaraderie. A true steal of the draft and an easy all-star choice for KDB. No, Ray is definitely not going to sloop. Um, Two bank focus makes the most sense. Yeah, yeah. Even a range one fen is. I mean, it'll be a 5v5, so it's still kind of scary. The thing J Bark is doing now is he took an unnecessary damage on Fen. And you've got Ketsu up there who's stressed, and I'm not super familiar with the Shadowcaster style, so I'm gonna look it up. Uh, yeah, his options are a 2 straight, all the 3s, or a 4 straight. So chances are Ketsu is eating a bomb here. And Veni is just shrugging off damage. Veni is kind of doing their job. Actually, don't know if Veni. Veni is female. Okay. Had to make sure. Well, Chris is first player, which, I mean, doesn't truthfully matter. Gonna drop it out the back. He could have dropped it out the side and really punished Ketsu. But now I don't think Ketsu cares that much. Gonna optics. Okay, he's gonna optics with Ketsu. And is he gonna overtuned with Mando? Not gonna overtuned with Mando. And I mean, the TIE Fighter's just gonna claim the knowledge again. Which I think if you're Rey, you stop caring about the TIE Fighter. You let the TIE Fighter fly away and be silly. And Venny, I mean, I like this position with Venny. And a focus rotate. Yeah, I like this for Venny. So now, yeah, Ray. Ray goes one straight, and truthfully, I think just focuses up and prepares for Fen. There's no reason to boost. There's no reason to lock the TIE Fighter. Just is going to boost, though. Okay, well, here's hoping Fen doesn't arc dodge you. And there's the 3 hard, so we'll see if that ends up bumping or ends up getting hit by that uh, proton bomb. I think Ketsu still, yeah, I think you still stress focus. It's not a great move. He Talon rolled with Mando. Well, I guess Mando's just going to eat the bomb then. And he covered it up with Mando. If you can't see it, it doesn't exist, right? And Poe does a hard 2. Super expected. Probably a only has 1 charge, so probably I would say a target lock on Ketsu, because Ketsu's worth, well, they're worth the same, so gonna have it be on Mando, which makes sense, because Venny can actually modify. And Fenith K. Rao. Oh, Fen, no! I would barrel roll focus. Barrel roll focus. Either. Oh, yeah, Fen is not in a great spot there. I would barrel roll to the right, is probably your best bet. Right and back and focus. Because you want a shot at least. Does he have a. Does he have enough room? Yeah, so he can go right and back, still have a shot, and still be able to shoot Ray. So I'm sure it's scary, but a right back barrel roll and a focus still gets you a shot on Ray. Yeah, you're getting range 1 of Ray, but you're giving yourself the best. He's gonna go left. Which honestly, okay, that's fine. I guess. I think he thought Poe. Oh no, okay. Mando takes a shield and Ketsu takes a crit, and it's a fuel leak. What I was gonna say is he probably thought Fen or not Fen. Um, yeah, true. You don't want to give Ray the lock. Um, but he probably thought that Poe was gonna 1-bank. So plasma torpedo now from Poe into Mando. And does he spend the knowledge? Well, he's going to spend the lock first. We all know that was a hit. So 3 hits into Mando. Mando's going to lose his shield no matter what. Mando takes 3. Fen, no shot. Ray. Ugh, and you're still range 2. Yeah, I was going to say, I agree, Slim. If you're going to take damage, you might as well shoot. Thankfully, Ray boosted, so all she can do is reroll those. I don't think you spend your force. I think you. Okay, he's going to spend the force. So 2 hits into Fen, and you have to spend the knowledge. Don't take a damage, spend the knowledge. And he is going to spend the knowledge. So no damage from Ray. That could have been a lot worse. And now no shot from Mando. So a range 0 from Ketsu. And Ketsu, again, only a crit. And there's the evade. Tyranny of 1 agility. Venny has blocked like 4 or 5 damage. But here we go. First shot, range 1. Should be 4v4. Gonna spend the focus and make it a 5v4 because fuck you, Fen Rao. Well, Fen is taking at least 1. And Concordia takes 1. Oh my god! Still gonna have a 3v4 now. Or go back to Mando. Or Ketsu. Yeah, now imagine if that wasn't half, yeah. Gonna shoot back to Mando. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You're not gonna do any damage out the... No, gonna switch to Fen. So 2 or 3v4, nothing. Yeah, I think Fen would have been much happier barrel rolling right. Because now you're down 10 to 8. Just to make sure they got the right points. Yep. So yeah, you're down 10 to 8. And yeah, the reds from Chris have been poor, but his greens have been actually very, very good. For the few green dice he's needed to roll. Let's see, who do we want to hear from? What teams for their all stars? I'll read Berserkers because everyone on my team I feel is an all star. Um, However, Michael Grebe has been, Michael has been the emotional anchor of the Berserkers, weathering a tough start. Active, supportive, relentlessly positive, and constantly sharing list ideas. He's become an essential part of my team's identity. No matter the result, Michael shows up with energy that keeps the entire roster pushing forward. So I'm pretty glad that I drafted him this season. But I was gonna say I think I'm streaming a game tomorrow, but I remembered I'm playing a game in the morning for XVT. Yeah, he needed to shoot at Ray. Um, he has to kill Venny soon, and he has to start putting the hurt on Poe. Um, the plus side is um, what's it called? I can't remember what I was gonna say. Mando also doesn't have great green or great blues, if I remember correctly. Yeah, only his straights are blue, so I forgot I'm playing a game tonight. I'm glad my opponent messaged me. If it were any other ship, I'd say that was a bad barrel roll, but that's an asteroid there, and that's a mining guild tie, so it's fine. Venny, enemy bump, probably a focus. Yep. In all honesty, I think I would have Mando Op 6'd that little piece of shit. Oh, he's gonna Mando Optics after a ship or two has already moved. His opponent said no, only in the system phase. So I don't blame him. So hopefully Joe didn't go so fast that he lands on that rock there. Is Joe conceding? Uh, Katsu was stressed. Okay, well, it's a two straight. Yeah. He tried to 5K. He forgot to Mando Optics the rock. And then he forgot he was stressed. So, not a great move there. But hey, he's gonna. Yeah, he was gonna Mando Optics the rock and then Kira. Yeah, he didn't contraband. He didn't Mando Optics. He didn't do anything. So, and Mando's barrel roll evading? Sure, I guess. Yeah. Joe, Joe, I think I don't know what he was thinking, but Ray is gonna claim the middle. I saw a token flip, so 0 to 2. Ray is in fact in range, so Ray will get a red action. So what do you do as a red action? He's gonna focus. All right then. Oh, the boost I don't think fits. Oh, this is not good. He clears, but I almost think you have to barrel roll focus. That way you're not getting shot by Ray and you're not going to give up Fen. Yeah. You're not giving up a shot to Ray. Sure, you're not taking a shot. No, you don't go all the way back. Actually, I see why he's going all the way back. He wants to see if he has a shot, which he won't. And I don't think going all the way forward gets you out of range too. And yeah, there's the focus. So Joe did say before this game he's only played like maybe 3 games of Ancient Knowledge. So I think Poe just sits there. And I'm sitting here going, man, I really wish he flipped his Razor Crest card. I know what it is, but just in case, whatever, I'm not going to say what the card is. But I wish he flipped it. But 3v2, Poe into Mando. And you're looking for that. So Mando's fine. So despite Joe feeling like he's out of it, his green dice have really sort of kept him in this. Hey, you got Ray at range 1. I would check the arc on that. Check the arc if you're going to use Ray's ability. Or never mind. It's obviously in. So Ray takes 2, but gets a lock on blah 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 Ketsu. And Mando range 0. And again, Joe's dice seem to be bailing him out. As Poe takes 2. Heroic, never mind. Stupid ability. So, Michael, the TLDR is it's exactly like Scramble, except you carry a condition with you that you can spend to modify 1 die. And that's it. Ray only rolled 1 hit onto Ketsu. And oh, Ketsu got bailed out here. He's gonna spend everything, but and Ketsu takes it all. So half a Ketsu. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. So this does look like it might be Joe's first loss of the season. As is he gonna spend a focus to add a die? I have to double check what that is. Okay, so 2 crits in the Fen, unless he spends. Hit, crit, crit. Fen is looking for paint on, I was going to say everything. Gonna take a crit, and it's only a wounded pilot, so Fen is alive, but very wounded. And I'm assuming this is just going to be another shot in the Fen. And Venny, yeah, Dylan Jenkins used this Venny against me earlier this season. It's super defensive and super offensive, and I kind of hate it. It is range 1, so he will roll 4. Because I keep forgetting that this turret is a, Oh! Mando's gonna get out of it, so just a crit, and Mando, regardless of what he rolls, he has the evade token, so Mando's fine. And then you check the TIE fighter just in case. No shot. Okay. So 22 to 10. It's not looking great for Joe. He's taken a lot of unnecessary damage for not a lot. So I will throw this out there for everyone watching. I've seen this Venny played twice, and I've played against it once. You either have to fully commit to Venny and kill Venny, or worry about Venny later. This Venny is way too defensive for you to put 1 or 2 ships on. Also, yes, Fen not shooting is a travesty. But yeah, I mean, to pull up the card, you can sort of see it. I'll zoom in a little bit. Literally, if you're in its turret arc, or if you're in her turret arc, she just changes a focus to an evade. No spend, nothing. Just does it. And then she can spend a focus to roll an additional attack die. And she's nuts because she has a rotate focus, and this is I honestly um I honestly believe that this Veni should be more expensive than custom Veni. Cause oh um I gotta pause it. Steam servers just went down. Let me go tell them. Yeah, that's the server restart. So I'll get the room back up in a sec, and uh, once the server comes up, and then we can finish this game. I'll see what I can do. Okay. It should hopefully be up. Um, based on what I'm seeing, we'll make sure everything is all good. Um, it is so where it's saved is before all the damage got put out. Um, so I'll just so I know Fen has a wounded, so I'll make sure he gets the wounded. Oh, no worries. So Fen has a wounded. Katsu. Yeah, raised and 2 shields. Katsu. Yep. And that should be everything. And then you just have to fix the score, which I believe is 22 to 10. Oh, no worries. Okay. And Ray has a force up. Yep. All right. And back I go into my little hole. All right. They're back. They're gonna continue. Just making sure everything is good and hunky-dory. And once they get that all fixed, then okay. And Sherman in the chat trying to explain ancient knowledge. Um, they did get 4 minutes of added time just because when I reopened the room, that's what they had. Um, so, un- yeah, we'll see if that 4 minutes plays a different or not. Plays a difference or not, but it shouldn't. So let's see. Well, we all know Ketsu's gonna optics and whatnot, but Mando, I feel like Mando should baffle here. I know Mando's really hurting, but actually, if he baffles, he gives up 8 points, so he can't baffle. Oh, this is such a hard decision and just but I'm glad I got the Steam reset instead of Greg. So so Charlie, um, Joe's problem was he hyper focused on Veni with Ketsu and Mando, and Fen has just gotten some not great rounds. Yeah, what King of Crows said. Fen has not been able to fire a shot, so it's been tough. And Veni didn't bump. Are you kidding me? Well, benefit is if he did a 3 hard with Ketsu, um, he won't, you know, just die immediately. Veni's gonna claim because shooting Veni is a trap. And Ray's going for Mando. Well, you did the 3 hard. You gotta focus, unfortunately. Well, then y'all should subscribe as you're watching ads. No, no one's ever required to subscribe. I'm just trying to make sure that I have money so I can buy food. because I like food. Mando's gonna claim. Poe, I just assumed Talon rolled. If Poe Talon rolled, this game is super over. Yep. So, hate to say it, everyone, but so Mando did a one straight claim. Poe just Talon rolled, and yeah. Joe, unfortunately, he's got to roll for wounded first. This could be detrimental. So if it's a hit, okay. And then he focuses and has to roll again. Oh. Oh no! Fen with the double stress. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that just did it. So, Poe Dameron, range 1 to the Mandalorian. Poe is unmodded, so that's a plus. Hit crit in the Mando. Mando. If you take a damage, you give up. Okay. Takes a crit. Damaged engine. So his already bad reds are, or his already bad turns are now even worse. Um, no, you don't go out the back. You go out the front. You try to kill Mando, because if you kill Mando, you win the game. Gonna shoot back to Ketsu. So no additional dice, no nothing. And Ray, does Ray care? Ray only cares about the back. Alright, well, Ketsu's dead. Never mind. What do I know? Natty evades, but has a fuel leak, so Ketsu's dead. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll probably be the game. But Ketsu gets a shot before she. Never mind. So Venny has one shot to try and kill Mando. Oh, but gets a shot on Fen first, so we're gonna shoot Fen, and Fen is probably dead here. Oh my goodness, Fen is alive. Barely, but alive. And then a range 2 back to Mando? No, gonna keep shooting at Fen because killing Fen wins you the game. Not gonna spend though. I don't blame you. And Fen would have been dead if you. Actually, no, Fen would not have been dead. Well, you just keep shooting Venny and hopefully something happens because this is the little TIE fighter that could. Well, you got a damage on Venny, which is half points, so you got 8 points. You're up to 18. And then 2 apiece. 40 to 20. I want to be positive, um, but I don't know if Joe. Yeah, Glup Shido did something. The MVP of this game has been the Mining Guild Sentry that we are calling Glup Shido. So I will say again, the important thing to remember about this resistance list is Veni is a trap. Um, Commit everything to Veni or commit nothing to Veni. And if you commit everything to Veni, be prepared to be behind. Yeah, yeah, right. Um, Veni, Veni is expensive, so I get that. But Veni just dodges like no tomorrow. I mean, look at the damage on Ray and the non-existent damage on Poe. Which, to be fair, the one and only time Poe, excuse me, the one and only time Poe got shot, he rolled 2 blanks, heroic into 2 natty evades. So yeah, yeah, that's that's the TIE fighter's ability. Once per game or once per turn, when Ray gets a full string, roll natty evades. That TIE fighter, man, got shot twice and took 1 damage. Finally flips his false transponder codes. But you got to barrel roll off, but you can't. It's only while you move. If you stay on it, it takes damage. And you can't go right because the asteroid's blocking it. So he's got to go left, and I don't know if he can go left. That's not good. They are about to ask me. Or they're going to ask. While you move, you ignore asteroids. Yeah. What's up? So you move, and you are currently ignoring the um, the asteroid. So your move, I believe, is like doing the maneuver is separate from doing a move. So I think, yeah, I think, yeah, I think you, yeah, I think it's you land on it, you can um do an action, and then if you're still on it after you do an action, you suffer the effects. Yeah, I'm Liam. Liam just asked in the chat, so he is.
Ask him
Oh,
as
I
well.
just I just
I'm
asked
happy. I'm happy
Maui.
whichever. Yeah.
Yeah, because um, I I say
Yeah, that's
this
okay with
I
me.
say this with all love and affection. It's not going to change the outcome of the game.
Nope, it
No,
kind
it's
of
fine.
agrees with- Yeah.
Honestly, I'm happy to just rule it just to close the game out if you want, because I know you got another one waiting. So, oh no, they played earlier, didn't they?
They played
Yeah,
earlier,
and
yeah. So it's
yeah,
just you
yeah.
guys.
And Maui's type.
Maui is typing. Okay.
Yes and no. But if you don't get off it, you won't be able to shoot. Okay, so I do get an action. I don't suffer the damage, but if I don't get
Okay.
off it, I can shoot.
If
That's fine.
you,
There we go. Fine.
yeah, that's how I'm reading his
So-
explanation. So,
That
Yeah,
works for me.
cool.
That works for me.
Don't
alrighty.
plan on shooting anyway.
No, it's fine. I'm glad I've not played against enough of these TIE fighters to know. So
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Question.
So-
I'll unpause. Here we go.
We got the answer. All right. So the question was, if the tie lands on it after he moves, can he still perform an action? And the ruling was yes, but if he stays on it, he cannot do anything. So, or after he does an action. So, I don't know enough about this. Like, like, uh, like Chris said, you may not have heard him because I may have muted it beforehand. I don't know enough about the mining guild tie to give a valid answer. Ray bumped. And Mando actually has a shot. Feneth K. Rao removes a stress. But I mean, it's 4 shots in the Mando, and you have to do 4 damage. Who did he jam with FTC? I missed who he jammed with FTC. I mean, Glup Shido there could kill could kill the resistance bomber if Poe doesn't just kill kill Mando here. Well, that's 3. Mando takes 1. So Mando will get to shoot. Mando range 2 to Venny. It's not going to be enough. But Glup Shido could kill Venny. It's only 2. Oh, Mando locked. Spend a calculate, it's 3. Venny takes 3. Glup Shido could kill Venny. This is all I'm hoping for. Lend Glup your energy. Let Glup get the kill on Venny. Oh, Mando! We believe you, Glup Shido. We believe you. I swear, if this TIE Fighter gets the kill, I will laugh my ass off. So 5v2, only rolls 1, has no other mods except for the Ancient Knowledge. Mando's gonna live! Mando lives! Alright, Glup. This is your opportunity. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, Venny has another shot. Oh, Venny's shooting in a Glup Shido! I can't post this on YouTube. Ah, Glup Shido's only gonna take 1, maybe! Gonna spend the Ancient Knowledge. Glup Shido! Alright, Glup, you gotta do 3. 3v1, you gotta do 3 and Venny's gonna blank out. Spend it! Spend it! Spend it! Yeah, he's gonna spend it! Blank out, Venny! Glup Shido! Glup Shido! Wow! I can't believe you fucking did it. Oh, man. I'll post it on YouTube so you guys can see it. Glup Shido did it. Glup Shido did it. As the game ended, Glup Shido did it. Oh my god. So Mando put 3 into Venny. Dropped Venny to 3. Glup rolled hit, crit, blank. Spent the knowledge. And killed Venny. Unfortunately, there is no way unless Chris just flies off the board. I mean, Mando and Glup would have to kill Poe, and he has to hold more objectives. Actually, if he half points Rey and holds more objectives, So 19 divided by 2. No. Fen is not shot once. 19 divided by 2 is 9. 10, so Joe actually wins if Poe gets that middle and he half points Ray and doesn't lose a single ship the rest of the game. Or a single point, I should say. So it's going to come down to Mando and Glup Shido trying to half point Ray and not give up any points. I saw an I-1 TIE fighter kill a bomber. So anything's possible. But Fen has to go fast enough to get this middle. Alright, so Fen gets the middle. That's step 1. 11, 9, 11. So you have to do 4 more to Ray to get half. And you have to hope Mando survives these 2 shots. That's step 1. Oh, heroic. And Mando has to roll natties. Okay, well, spending... Yeah, you can take 1. Oh, okay, he's being nice and saying you don't have to spend the knowledge because of Mando's ability. So Mando takes a crit. And the crit is... Oh, no. It's a structural. So 5v1, technically. So he needs everything to go his way. His opponent remembered Mando's ability. Yeah, we can get a corner cam. Well, I'm actually going to leave it like this. So, spends the lock, rerolls everything. And Mando... Yeah, I mean, he spends and Mando's dead. If he doesn't spend... Okay, Mando is dead. So now the only way he wins is if he kills Poe. Actually, no, he doesn't win if he kills Poe. So, it is all but decided. Chris is going to win this game. So now we get to see if Glup Shido has... I mean, spend the ancient knowledge too. Yeah, spend it. He's dead, so spend it. Yeah. So the question now is, does Glup Shido... Brad, thank you! Well, shit. That means a lot. Thank you. All right, Glupshido, can you get half on Ray? Oh, 2 hits. He could get half on Ray. No! Doesn't get half on Ray. Even if he takes it, it's only 1. So, and then it's going to be 2 points apiece. So your final score is going to be 52 to 32. And Chris is going to be your winner. But Glupshido stole all of our hearts.